Everybody lives and everybody dies, but we're still here. You wanna know why? Because we were built for speed. Da, la, 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 la. I told you. Yesterday, whenever it was, we're never gonna look as good as we did the day before. Just every day we're here, we're as perfect as we're gonna be. You can never be any better than you were yesterday. Unless you've been slacking your whole life and you decide one day, oh shit, I better get things together. What a fluke that would be. That doesn't happen very often. You rarely see people wanting to get any better than they were when they were slacking their whole lives. But yeah. Lemmy, Lemmy, it makes me think, that movie Airheads, I was the editor of the school magazine, whatever he says, and they say, and that guys at the door or at the radio station are like, who would win in a, Steve Buscemi says, who would win in a fight? Lemmy or God? And the guy's like, Lemmy, no, God, no. And he says, trick question, Lemmy is God. And he slams the door on him, and so I say to you now, God is dead. God is dead. God is dead, they say. But Lemmy still kicks on. He's spitting in the eye of the devil. Riding with the driver, man. Motorhead. And there was something else I was going to talk about. I had it all worked out, but I got distracted somehow. I think it was probably that last beer. The future's near. The thing is, you may have noticed the last 2 or 3 months, my hair's been getting long and my beard's been growing, but it's because the salon's closed. My salon closed. How am I supposed to get a shave without my salon? How am I supposed to get a haircut? And finally, they let all us maniacs out in the streets. I wish I had a rock. I would probably put in a sock and I would keep it in my trunk in case for some crazy reason. No, I would have to be totally out of my mind to show up in public throwing things through a window. Yeah, I thought about it, but man's got to know his limitations, Never any reason anyway. That's what they call an attractive nuisance. A business without a street light in front of it. It's called an attractive nuisance, and it doesn't hold up in court. But it's like somebody saying the door was unlocked, so I went in. If it hadn't been unlocked, that's a tort. And which, you have to be careful with torts. They can come up with all kinds of different stories about them. But the truth is, they try and get rid of torts in the medical industry, saying if not for the fact that this happened, then this wouldn't have happened. And they say, we're not going to let you use those in the court of law. Well, then the patient they have no say in anything. They just block them. What other argument you got against the doctor? He fucked me up. Well, why did he? If he hadn't done this, he wouldn't have fucked me up. Well, you can't use that here. So, if not but for the fact, what am I getting at? Probably the last beer. The fact is, I was finally able to get out today and get my hair done and get my face shaved finally. I feel so much better. You remember months ago, I didn't look like this. But finally, I was able to get a shave because I don't like to put razors to my own face. My salon, it's an emergency situation. I can't believe they let it go this long. Everything is just losing control. How could they let me be out of the salon this long? You know what I find interesting? I find funny, peculiar, interesting. I have no complaints at all. I just find it humorous. They open the bars. The Cal Ho. Hey, Cal Ho. Kalkaska, Michigan. It's a place of mine. They opened that place up for Memorial Day weekend. Everybody in without mask, midnight, go, 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 go. But they wouldn't open the campgrounds. And what that says to me is they thought about that we can't just release everything, but we got to release something. And so they look at the campgrounds and the bars and they think, what's going to bring in more revenue? That's all it can have been about, because I think a campground, you've got different sites, you're huge distances between people. These rangers, they only stop to yell at you every time you're there, but they don't get too close. They never do. They're just standing by their truck going, shut the hell up, and stuff like that. And it's like, they take the money out of the damn bin in the front. There's no human interaction. I just find it interesting. You couldn't even get into a campground. I told you I don't like to camp. Even though I can dig a hole. I can dig a hole.